Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakal Kadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, and peace and blessings to those pushing this truth and sincerity. Alright, today I'm doing this video on the Old Testament. I like to hit this subject because a lot of people think they say the Old Testament done away with. They say that the law is forsaken, and it's not true. Because what is the New Testament? The New Testament is just an add-on to the Old Testament. And really, the New Testament even, what is it called? It refers back to the Old Testament. It'll say, as it is said, or as your forefathers. That's referring to the Old Testament. Because as it is said, it'll say something about the law and it'll repeat it. All right, but I'm going to just get right into it. I'm going to grab Matthew, the 5th chapter. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Okay, and what is that saying? And this is in red print, so Yahweh Shah saying this himself. So the law not forsaken is what he's saying. The law is not done away with because he didn't come to destroy the law. He came to fulfill. People get that confused because he brought grace into this world. No, it's grace, but it's still law. Grace don't mean you get to do whatever you want. That wouldn't add up. This verse 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the earth till all be fulfilled. So, and it's the heaven and earth is not getting destroyed. So these scriptures will never be done away with. It's impossible. It doesn't even make sense to me. How could the scriptures be done away with when the Lord himself said this? And I forget, I think it's Malachi 3 and 6. Real roughly paraphrasing, it's what it say, the Lord don't change his mind. The Lord don't go back on his words. It's scriptures on this. I'll try to find one in a second, but it's scriptures about how the Lord don't look back. When he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. He gave us the laws. There's prophecies in them. It's all type of stuff in the scriptures. So saying the Old Testament done away with, you gotta be bugged out to say some shit like that. All right, hold on. I'm gonna grab a precept real quick. All right, let me see if I can find. This is Galatians. Matter of fact, this is Romans chapter 3, verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid, yea, we establish the law. And this is in the New Testament, okay? So we don't, just because we got faith and all this other stuff, faith, other keywords that I can't think of right now, that don't mean you just do away with the law like it's over, like the law don't exist. You just got to stay on it. You can't. It's easy to explain. It's like the Old Testament is not done away with is because it's the base to the New Testament. So saying that the Old Testament done away with, you basically saying the whole Bible done away with. because it's two halves that go together. And then, like I said, the New Testament is an add-on to the base, the Old Testament. All right, I'm going to grab this scripture. This Galatians. Let me try to find it first. All right, this is Galatians 3:23. But before faith came, we were kept under the law, shut up unto the faith which should afterwards be revealed. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us into Christ, that we might be justified by faith. So the law is our schoolmaster. You know, you can't, if you just follow in the New Testament, then you're going off. Because if the law is our schoolmaster, where's the law found? Because the law not really found in the New Testament. It's really found in the Old Testament, the first 5 books. The books of law is what they're called. The first 5 books are called the books of law. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. You know. I don't know if it's, I'm hoping it's edifying right now, but it's pretty simple. It's just, I'm going to read verse 23 back. But before faith came, so before people even had faith, we were kept under the law. All right, so before Yahushua was on the scene or anything like that, people was just kept under the law. You know, you did it, you had the punishment to it. You know, sometimes I got showed mercy, but I'm pretty sure majority of the time you took the punishment with it. All right, I'm gonna grab a couple more precepts and I'm gonna be done. Bear with me real quick, trying to find this scripture. I'm trying to get Romans. Here we go. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 5. Here we go. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 5. For Moses describeth, remember this in the New Testament too. For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them. So how can you say the Old Testament done away with, and we all striving to be righteous, and to be righteous is to follow the law? Impossible. You can't say the Old Testament is done away with. It's too many factors about the Old Testament. You can't say the story's done away with. You can't say the law done away with, because it's all the same. It's all the manual to life. It's the building blocks, the real building blocks to life, how to live. That's all the Old Testament is, telling you how to live, and what keeps the Lord on the good side when you follow his rules. Saying the Old Testament done away with is basically saying fuck the Lord rules. That's basically what you're saying. You know? I'm going to take it back to the Old Testament real quick. This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. All right, if the Lord don't change, why would his rules change? They not. That's the whole point. It say, I am the Lord, I change not. And he gave us these rules to follow. So why would he then say these rules are done away with if he don't change? See, you just got to put the pieces together. All right. I'm going to grab one last precept. This is John. Bear with me for one more quick second. Okay, here we go. That's John chapter 14. Verse 15. And it say, if ye love me, keep my commandments. So if you really love the Lord, you're going to keep his commandments, the laws, the statutes of the Lord. Okay? I'm going to hope this was edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rekal Kadash, giving double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to those brothers pushing this truth and sincerity, and abide babov.